Hello, I'm Stephanie, and I've been working with Vipkid for a year and a half, and I've helped a lot of people get hired with Vipkid. So today I want to share with you some of the best practices I have found for passing the Mock Class 1. There are obviously a lot of different ways you can teach the slides, but the way that I'm going to show you today is what I have personally found to be the fastest while still meeting the objectives. So just if you want to, you can follow along with me. And if you want to become a referral of mine, you can contact me on Skype or via email. Both of those are in the description below. We can meet more one-on-one, and you can ask whatever questions you have about the job, or we can go through the lesson in more detail if you like. So for Mock Class 1, you're going to be meeting with a Mock Class mentor, who is usually a regular teacher as well, and usually lives in the United States or Canada. And everybody is given the same lesson to teach for Mock Class 1. First, they'll have you teach a beginner lesson about the letter X, which is 15 minutes long. And then they'll stop you and give you some feedback on how you did. Then they'll have you teach a more intermediate lesson called My Country, My Culture for 10 minutes. And then they'll stop and give you some feedback as well. So don't expect them to give you the results right away in person of whether or not you passed or even what your score is, but they will give you some personalized feedback about the specific slides that you taught. So just listen to the mentor with an open mind and maybe even take some notes on what they're telling you. If you have the lesson in front of you, follow along. And for time's sake, I'm going to be talking at a normal pace, but for the actual lesson, you want to talk a lot slower. Hello, my name is Teacher Stephanie. What's your name? Hi, Jerry. How are you today? Great. I am happy. Very good. How old are you? 7? I am 7. Good job. Today we will learn about the letter X. If you do a good job, you get your animals in your zoo. On the warm-up slide, I would circle a random picture and ask the student, "What do you see?" Very good. Circle another random picture, and then I would ask, "What do you see?" And just go over the vocab words quickly like that. Then I would ask the student to maybe circle 3 pictures. I would just choose 3 random pictures and say, "Now circle the ruler. Circle the elbow. Circle the robot." Very good. You got your elephant. Great job. For the review slide, you do not have to teach all the letters since they've already learned them, but you can give them a direction like match the big letter to the small letter. Match. Then the student will go ahead and draw the lines. Then circle one of the letters and ask them, "What letter is it?" S. "What sound does S make?" S. And if they don't know one of the sounds, just make the sound and have them repeat after you. But this should only be a review for them. For the second review slide, I would first review the sounds for letter K and E, and then I would have them repeat the vocab word after me, and then I would ask them a question that gets them to respond in the target sentence. Okay. K, k. E. Good. Elevator. Elevator. What sound does elevator start with? E, k. Good job. Elevator starts with eh. Great job. You could also model the sentence with a puppet and ask, what sound does elevator start with? Elevator starts with ah. Key. What sound does key start with? K. Good job. Key starts. Very good. Key starts with K. And then I would do that for the rest of the vocab words. The Let's Begin slide is a pretty simple slide. It shouldn't take very long. X. Big X. Small X. Good job. Sound X. Very good. Big X. Can you do it? Big X. Small X. Small X. Fox. Good. Fox. 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 Ox. 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 Great job. You got a cow. It's activity time. You can do a little dance or stretch or something. For point and read, it's nice to have a visual in addition to using the slide. You can circle the letters on the slide, but having a visual like this is also really helpful. What sound does A make? Ah, ah. What sound does X make? X. Ax, ax, ax. Axe. Now, with these words, you don't have to help them out as much. Don't just have them repeat after you. Axe. What word is it? Tax. What word is this? Fax. What word is this? Max. Or you could use magnet letters or flashcards and bring them closer together. Ax. Ax. Axe. Axe. Tax. Axe. What word is it? Fax. Great job. You got a tiger. For the memory game, an easy way to teach this slide is to circle each picture, and for each picture that you circle, you say, what do you see? And the student will repeat back, I see a fox. I see an ox. And practice all the vocab words. Then flip to the slide where all the cards are flipped over. And you could just circle a random yellow card and ask, what do you see? And the student will hopefully remember what the word is. And they say, I see an ox. Good job. Then I would flip back to the previous slide and say, yes, it was ox. And then go back to the yellow cards and say, what do you see? And they go, oh, I see X. That's probably the easiest way to teach this slide, but not the only way. Another way to teach it is you review all the vocab words on the first slide, and then on the second slide, you could say, find fox, and have them circle the fox pictures. Great job! You got a giraffe. For watch and say, you could start off by having them review X. Good job! And then use one of the letters they suggest and say T X. What word is it? Ticks. What word is it? Six. What word is it? Ricks. For the second part of this activity, you can choose 2 letter combinations and have flashcards available for those, and then say ticks. What sound does ticks start with? Or t? And the student will choose the T, and then you say, good, ticks. Alternatively, you could have them write letter T on the actual PowerPoint, and then choose another combination and say, kicks. What sound does kicks start with? K or and they choose the K. Good, kicks. Very good. You got a gorilla. Goodbye. See you next time. Now let's start My Country, My Culture. This lesson is for an intermediate student who should be able to read pretty much independently and can answer questions on their own in complete sentences. Even though it does not have a recommended reward system, I would still prepare something. Just make it different from the first lesson and try to make it a little bit less kiddish if possible. For mine, I'm just going to do animals again, but my animals are going to be on my felt map, and it's almost the same thing, but different. Okay, let's start. Hello, my name is Teacher Stephanie. What's your name? Hi, Jerry. How are you today? Very good. Did you go to school today? What is your favorite class? Oh, very good. So today, when you do a good job, you get animals around the world. Now, when you see a red word, you want to have them repeat that word after you, since it's a new word, and then have them read the sentences. So, country. Read these sentences. Good reading. These are countries. Flag. Read this sentence. What country is this flag from? China. Now, I would have circled just the top sentence and just wait on the second sentence. Now, teach them the 2 new words, cloth and represent. Cloth. Do you have cloth? Yeah, cloth. Represent. Good. If you see this, you know it is Nike. It represents Nike. Read these sentences. Great job. You got a lion. Where does the lion live? Africa. This is the American flag. It represents America. It represents America. Very good. You got a toucan. Where does the toucan live? South America. What does it represent? It represents Nike. What does it represent? It represents Puma. Very good. Do that for the rest of the pictures. That is the Chinese language. You don't have to speak Chinese on this slide. Capital. Read the sentences. Great reading. A capital is the main city of a country with government offices. What is the capital of China? Beijing. Can you circle it on the map? Great job. You got a buffalo. He lives in North America. Landmark. Read these sentences. Very good. So, some landmarks are made by people and some are natural. Can you show me made by people and natural? Now you try. And I would circle one of the places, like the Great Wall. Have you seen the Great Wall? Yes? What can you do there? The student should answer in a complete sentence saying, oh, I can walk or I can take pictures, whatever. Where is Tiananmen Square? It's in Beijing. And you could ask, what is the capital of China? Are these warriors real? No. What do you think they are made of? Great job. You got an elephant. Where does he live? India. Now, sort the landmarks. Which ones are made by people and which ones are natural? Very good. How do you know they are made by people? The grammar slide is the last slide and it goes pretty fast. The sound of soft C is S. S. Good. When the letter C is followed by E, I, or Y, it makes the sound S. It's called the soft C sound. Let's practice. I would underline the first word. Scent. Scent. Good. Now read these words, and I would circle all the rest of the words. And just listen, and the student should be able to read them on their own, but listen for any pronunciation mistakes. Maybe they made one mistake for the word pencil. You could say pencil. Very good. Very good. You got your panda. Panda lives in China. Great job. Goodbye. See you next time. Now check your timing. If you have a little bit of extra time, you could have them try making a sentence with one of the words, but you probably won't have that much extra time. All right, well, I hope that helped you. And if you want to get in contact with me, find me on Skype or through email. That is all in the description below. Please like this video and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.